Chapter 26. Maggie disappears. But Maggie wasn't okay. What could be more laughable and humiliating than her pathetic claim to fame amongst the other three luminaries? Maggie recalled the caption, "Tennis veteran." She went over it again. Virtuoso, conductor, tycoon, and tennis veteran. It felt like a joke. She squirmed in her seat and burned with shame. And how did they know about the singles holiday? She hadn't even told her closest friends. Now everybody would know. And where did all this stop? Would they be publishing details next week of her visit to the gynecologist? Would there be reporters outside her front door? Would there be pictures of Alfie and Jack? Maggie couldn't stop torturing herself. I've got to get away, she thought. Still in a state of shock, anger and confusion, Maggie went upstairs and packed an overnight bag. She was tearful as she rang Anne, her best friend. "Hi Maggie, how's things?" "Anne, can I come over?" "Maggie, what on earth is wrong? Are you ill?" "No. Can I come and stay tonight?" "Certainly you can. But Jeff and I are down at the cottage in Lyme." "Is it okay if I come? Are you fit to drive?" "Yes, of course I am. I'm setting off now. I should be there in about 4 hours. Look, I'm okay. Just need a break. A lot's been happening, and don't worry, I'm okay to drive. In fact, it will give me some thinking time. I'll explain everything when I get there." "Well, of course, we'll be delighted to see you. I'll get your bed made up." "All sounds a bit mysterious. I'll keep you some dinner and we'll open a bottle when you get here." "Thanks, Anne. What would I do without you?" Chapter 27. Maggie arrives in Lyme Regis. Anne and Jeff's cottage sat high above Lyme with a magnificent view out over the sea. Maggie parked the car, sat for a moment, and then turned on her phone. There were numerous missed calls and texts, mostly from Greg and Tori. She read the latest text. "Mum, where are you? Call me." She replied, "Let everyone know I'm fine. Just need a bit of space." When the message had gone, she turned her phone off again. Anne had come out of the cottage and was waiting for her. "Maggie," she said as she embraced her, "it's lovely to see you. Come on in. The fire is roaring. We'll get you sorted with a bite to eat, and then you can tell me everything." Anne's husband, Jeff, a no-nonsense, straight-talking accountant from Yorkshire, kissed Maggie on the cheek. "I hear there's been a spot of man trouble," he said, indicating the inverted commas in the air. "So I will do the decent and leave you two girls to get it sorted." Anne and Maggie sat on the large, shabby chic sofa in front of the fire. Anne opened a bottle of Chablis and poured 2 glasses. "I don't know where to start," Maggie said. "I know the background, but just start by telling me what made you decide to get away. Did you and Greg have a row?" "No, nothing like that." Maggie delved into her handbag and brought out her iPad. She located the article and handed the iPad to Anne. "Tell me honestly what you think." Anne smiled as she began to read. She even chuckled a little. Maggie frowned. "What's so funny? There I am, looking like plain Jane, little Miss Nobody, in the middle of all those..." "All those what?" said Anne, a little crossly. "Okay, they may be rich and famous and have wonderful staged publicity shots, but look at you, that gorgeous trim figure, Those to die for legs. Maggie Hargreaves, I hope you're not bringing out that old inferiority thing. She faked a stern, admonishing face. Maggie, you are, and always have been, a beautiful, intelligent woman. For goodness sake, at uni, guys would have crawled naked across hot coals to get to you. But Maggie was crying, and her friend stopped her tirade and put a comforting arm around her shoulder. Every time I think I'm settling into a wonderful relationship with Greg, something comes along to derail it. But Maggie, Anne said gently, this is not Joe Bloggs from next door. This guy is in the media, and if you're going to have a successful relationship, then you will have to accept that. But I don't know what I'm letting myself in for. I couldn't bear it if my whole family, details of little Alfie and Jack and the new baby, were dragged into the papers or photographed out in the park with their grandma. Tears were rolling down Maggie's face. Maggie, I can't tell you that it won't happen, but it's unlikely. You're going to have to take it one step at a time. That is, if you really love this guy. Do you? Maggie wiped her cheeks with the back of her hand and nodded in answer to Anne's question. Jeff appeared at the door with Anne's mobile in his hand. It's your sister, he said, beckoning her into the kitchen. Christine okay? Maggie said when Anne returned several minutes later. Yes, just the usual medical rundown on her arthritis. Anne had brought with her a small portion of cottage pie. Eat, she commanded, and then off to bed. You look exhausted. Thank you for listening. If you're enjoying the story, don't forget to like and subscribe. But this is all for now. See you soon. Bye.